Both what I got.
Hey everybody! So this is Garage Geek. I'm here with Donald Rex. I don't see any comments, so I guess nobody's here.
No, I guess nobody's here.
That's all right. We'll have fun. We mainly wanted to have a discussion anyway. So this is our way of kind of just connecting. And we both have bought comics recently, and I've been making a bunch of videos about how I've been doing shameful purchases. And so this is going to be my last one. And I'm doing it with Donald Rex because he kind of does the same things. Now, it's really funny because he made end of the year videos. And I think he already bought more within January and February than he bought all of last year.
Not quite.
It's getting close. It's getting real close. Yeah, my last one. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Well, it's just that I found a guy that had 3 short boxes of stuff that he didn't care too much about, so I was able to glom on to get stuff I wanted.
I know, and if the opportunity arises, it's like hard to say no. Like you bought a bunch of romance comics today that you weren't intending to, and you sent me the video. They're beauties. I don't know if you're going to feature those today, but those comics are gorgeous. Yeah, you're going to show those or no?
Huh? Yeah, I've got them here. I can show them.
So you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, you want me to go first? All right.
Yeah,
so
I think you got more than me.
5 and 5, and
Okay.
I took all of mine out of bags, as you already know, Donald, just so I could show some of the interior art. Most of what I'm going to show today are Jimmy Olsen's and Superboys. So I'm going to start. Oh, let me do this. I'm going to move this over like that. And I'm going to go to the middle.
Put my camera down so we're at the same level.
Look at my light in the back. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this Superman. And this is a 12 center number 203. And this one comes from January 1968. Oh, that's my birth year and month. So this is a good one for me. So here we have, it's really funny because for some reason, the decal on his chest or his symbol becomes a death ray. And it's killing people like Lois and Perry. I mean, the stuff that they have in here is pretty hilarious. Sleepy's here. Hi, Sleepy.
Hi, Sleepy.
Hey, Chadwick. Hi. So,
hello, everybody.
Hi. So, here's the intro. This last page for that. So
I like those ads on the inside back, the black and white ads on the inside covers. I always think they're cool. Drama power.
Yeah, they are. In the last video I just made, I actually put one of the ads. There was an ad for the Planet of the Apes magazines, and it was really cool. So I put that as my last video. I was actually reading this one before we got on. So here's a 15-cent Daffy Duck, and I only got through the first story. This one is from 1969 May, and Daffy is flying around, and he's not called Elmer in here. He keeps calling him something else. He keeps calling, it's weird. He calls him like Carlos or something. I don't know, but he doesn't call him Elmer. It's strange. So anyways, in the story that I read, Elmer, I'm just going to call him Elmer. He is trying to kill pests in his garden with a gun. And Daffy's whole aim is to get inside and eat his food. And he takes him to the woods to get some really dangerous insects. And what happens? The insects are mad that they get trapped, and then they trap them in the house. So there you go. So now he's stuck in the house with Daffy. Number 3, I got this beautiful Korak, son of Tarzan.
Ooh, is that Russ Manning inside?
Ooh, I do not know. You would. So this is Mtugu's Revenge. I mean, look at that. It's a mandrill, right? I think, and it's shooting fire from its eyes. And this one is I don't see the year. Oh well. These things are always weird. It's hard to find anything. So, the interior art is always different, way different than the covers. And that was one.
I like this Korax.
Oh, this one I also started reading. Here's a Jimmy Olsen. This one is number 87. And I was laughing so hard because what they say is like they called Superman a craven coward begging for his life. And then like everything that he says here, he's like begging on his hands and knees. I mean, they put Superman through the ropes in these things. It's like so crazy. But yeah, so that's a Jimmy Olsen. And then finally, this is the odd one out. When the seller had this comic, and I liked the cover, and I didn't know why. And so I found out that the artist who did the cover is Michael William Kaluta. I'm not sure if that's the same Kaluta. And Frank Martin. I'm not sure who Frank Martin is, but the cover is the best thing about this. The interior's really bad, so I'm probably not going to keep this. I was hoping the interior would be the same. It's not bad. It's just not what I wanted. Oh, I loved that show, by the way, when it was on Alphas. All right, so this one is a Marvel. It's number 3 of 5, and I don't even know when this one came out. I can't find. Oh, here's the spread. Ridiculous. All right, that was 5 for me. So I'm gonna slide you over. There you go. You're up.
Okay. I don't have all my comics out, so I'm just gonna wing it. This one, I was just reading, "Falling in Love," number 143 from 1973.
That's a gorgeous cover.
It starts out with Elizabeth Safian, little contents page. I like her.
That's gorgeous. That looks like Art Deco-ish.
Yeah, she's got this really delicate style. Then there's who did this? Oh, George Tuska's story, which is just okay. There's an ad for Shadow number 1. Speaking of Kaluta.
Oh yeah, I think I have that. I hope. I know I have number 2.
And then there was a story by John Rosenberger that kind of struck me.
Bad news.
But it's about this girl that goes for the bad boy, and her good boyfriend is like, well, do what you want to do, and then she finds out that she's better off with him than with the bad boy. And then finally, there's the Gil Kane story. This is a reprint from like 1962. I don't know if you can see that hand. That's definitely Gil Kane.
Yeah.
But
it looks so different, actually, because, Gil Kane, when he inks himself, like you said, it looks totally different.
I think it's inked by Bernard Sachs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that doesn't look like Gil Kane to me.
But,
Hi, Paulo.
Hey, Paulo.
It's really late for Paulo, so thank you for jumping in.
Okay, so that was one. Then I'll go through fast here. This is Secret Romance number 12.
Ooh, we got some voyeurs. Look at them. They're like, hey.
They're shooting a movie.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. It's like Susan Craven is crying. The script doesn't call for the tears. This is from the script, Miles, but the tears are from her broken heart.
I still
think from 1971.
It's nice.
And that was a Charlton. And this is My Love number 10. The John Buscema cover.
Look at that. Female
freedom.
Well, your fingers are covering up. It says, "No man is my master."
I should take them out. It's hard to see them.
She looks like Gwen Stacy.
And then I got this Young Romance.
Look at that beautiful pink cover. Excess baggage.
208. 1975.
It's gorgeous. Look at her. That's the conniving, scheming woman always has the dark hair.
Yep. Every time.
Stay away from those women.
And one more romance. It's a J. Scott Pike cover. He's so good.
I got to get him to marry me, but I don't know how. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Went in the Nelco, a local hole in the wall comic shop. They don't sell new comics. They just have back issues. And I got these things for like less than $4 each.
It's worth it.
I was pretty happy.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, your turn.
All right, I've got a bunch of Superboys. Most of these are Superboys actually in this pile. The seller, when I went into Whatnot, he just had all these Superboys and no one else wanted them. I was like, I'll take them. Now this is the oldest one. It's a 10-cent. It's number 91, but it's in pretty bad condition, as you could see. It's got a spine roll, but I mean, it's in bad condition, but it's also not in very bad condition. I mean, the cover is now it's bent. The cover is pretty, and so I'm really happy to have it. And it says, so our bugle boy is a Confederate spy. Shoot him at dawn. Gasp, that Union general looks like Pa Kent, and that spy resembles me as Clark Kent. The soldier is a double of Lex Luthor, and that nurse looks like Ma Kent. How can this be? Sounds like the Dark Shadows where they go back in time for 6 weeks. But how cool is this? So this is a 10-center. And this one, it's called Superboy's Civil War Time Trip. This is from 1961. Ooh, that's like 7 years before I was born. So this one is in a little bit of fragile condition. You're going to recognize this cover, I'm sure, because this is, I'm pretty sure it's Neil Adams, right? So this is a Superboy. I mean, look at the way he's standing like this. It's pretty awesome. But he says, you are now leaving Smallville. Please don't leave your mother and father, your town. You can never be a normal boy. You're Superboy. And then he's all dramatically throwing his costume away. I mean, but look at the angle of that. That's a really cool image, especially with the yellow background. Oh my gosh, he's drinking something weird.
Strange Death of Superboy.
The Strange Death. So this one is from, gosh, sometimes it's hard to find the dates. I can't find it. Something about March 1879. I know that's not right. Okay. They were talking about an act that was in there. Here's another one that I was sure I had this one, but when I looked, I couldn't find it. Now, what I think it is that I have a copy of this that is so bad I didn't even put it in my comic database because I knew I needed to get another one. But look at it. It's The Day That Rained Superboys. I mean, how cool is this cover?
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Yeah. And Jeff says, I'm more familiar with Nads from his Tarzan paperback covers for Ballantine. Is it Ballantine or Ballantine? I'm not sure. Poor Superboy. Yeah, those covers are cool. The Day It Rained Superboys. Look at that splash page. And this one is from September 1969. I got two more here. This one is a little bit all bent up on the side. I'm okay. This one is number 154. It's a 12-cent. And Superboy is blind. Blackout for Superboy, but he still has Crypto there to help him. And I'll never see again. Who'd think Superboy would ever come to this? What a shame. Oh, she looks like the lady on the Andy Griffith show, the Aunt B.
Aunt B.
Yeah. She kind of looks like Aunt B right there. And this one is March 1969. Here we got this beautiful splash page. Look at that. Never know what Superboy is going to get up to. Now, I believe this is also a Neil Adams. Yeah, it looks like it. So I know I had this when I was young. I'm pretty sure. So it's really great to get this because that is a really striking cover by Neil Adams. Maybe I think that just because it's a cover that I had when I was young, but I really think that this is a striking cover. The purple really like dominates. And that guy looks pretty mean. So
I recognize all these covers from the little ads, that they would have in the book.
Oh yeah,
I wish I had that one.
This is September 1968. The Stranger Who Stalks Smallville. There he is. All right, you are up. You are up.
Okay, next. These I got from my pal Hippie Pat at Legacy Comics. I got this Lois Lane.
Oh yeah,
the cover.
I'm mad because I want that one.
Too.
The lady in the bomb.
I bought like a huge stack of comics. He gave them to me for $1.50 each.
Ugh.
Got some really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure who this is on the inside.
It's a beautiful
Lady is a bomb.
What does she do? She explodes?
I guess.
Look at her crashing off somebody's crashing off the freeway. I don't know what that is.
I don't know exactly what's going on. I haven't read this one yet. No, of course, Superman's there to catch the car when it hits the ground, before it hits the ground.
Look at the cool ad with all the animals on it.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yep.
And okay, so that's Lois Lane. And then I only got one Marvel in that batch, but it was a cool one. Jungle Action #9.
Oh yeah, that is cool. I don't have many of those.
The cocaine cover.
Yeah, they go for big money. Yeah, those are cool.
Let me see. Inside is by Gil Kane and Klaus Janson.
Klaus Janson is really interesting because he's the one that worked with Miller on the Daredevil. I think it's like he's got a really interesting career.
Got the skull-faced guy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I enjoy Gil Kane art.
Yeah, are the interiors Gil Kane too?
Yeah, Baron Macabre and his denizens of death.
Denizens.
And this is a House of Secrets #149 with a Kaluta cover.
I love those.
Little bad action there.
That is so cool. Yeah, one of my favorite covers is the Kaluta cover, the Baby Demon. I think that's one of the best covers ever.
This isn't such a great cover, but it's 25 center.
Yeah, with multiple images.
Yeah. So I was glad to get that for $1.50. It's like an expensive comic.
Of course.
And one more House of Mystery. This one I got in that other stack. This we only paid $1 for these.
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Plant lady, you got that one?
I do have this one. But look how menacing that plant looks.
Garden of Evil.
And Death in the Garden of Evil. Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
All right. So Jeff, I want to address that. Jeff said that the first Superman that he's ever read was the DC Compact Comics version of All-Star Superman. And I know that's Sleepy's favorite, I believe. And I love it. And I love the Frank Quitely art. Yeah. I think that's the one with his art. Like, he's a favorite of mine. His art is just so quirky and interesting. And Superman can be really boring, but in the right hands, he could be, great. So just as good as Batman, in my opinion. It all depends on the writing or the team that does it. All right. I've got some more. I'm going to be saying this over now. I got some more Superboys. This was like a really big haul for me, these Superboys. Hey, Big Nasty, you better be getting ready for your show. So let me plug it, even though there's actually 9 people here. So Big Nasty, Chunko, and Robert Emmons, and I forget who else. They're doing an AI show, and I think it's going to be really, really interesting. And that's starting in 40 minutes. So everybody should definitely join that roundtable. I think it's going to be really, really nice. And Big Nasty, it's on your channel, right? I believe it's on your channel. There's a lot of stuff that must be Easter eggs for fans that I didn't get. But yeah, that's true. But you'll get there. Yes, that's my favorite. That's my favorite modern superhero story of all. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so here we go. Here's another Superboy, and he's fighting a blonde-haired hero. Look at him. And this is No Mercy for a Hero. And this one is number 141 at 12 center. And the splash page is a little bit different. Superboy is the one that's kind of holding that guy over the flames, whereas here it looks slightly different. I'm not sure. Anyways, and here's a checker of the next 4 that I'm going to show are checkerboard boards. What are they called? Go-go checks. So this is number 140. Place your bets, gentlemen. So they set a kryptonite trap for him, and they're
Oh,
betting.
no.
It's live. Look at them all betting there. That's awesome. Kill Superboy. And then the splash page is like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like this cover. This one's really interesting. This is number 136. And I mean, poor Crypto. I feel bad. Not only is he dressed ridiculously, but then his poor tongue is lolling out. That's so sad. But then you've got all these like melting statues. It's pretty cool cover. So that one is 136, and then we have this splash page, futuristic. Next, 135. So Susan Sponholtz owned this comic at one time. There she put her signature on it. I don't mind. Yeah, look at them.
I had that one when I was a kid. I remember that.
Ha! What ecstasy! And then someone wrote a number there. I don't know, 10. I don't know. And then here's the splash page. The Menace of the Mechano Master. All right, the last one is the Super Brat. So here's Superboy number 130, and the Super Brat is up to no good. He's letting a tiger out of the cage. Super Brat. And here we have the splash page. All right, I'm going to move you over, but I'm going to also address some of the comments before you start. All right. Got 2 more chapters to go in it, Damien. Really enjoying it. Oh, good. All-Star Superman. Ordered Commandy Volume 1. Oh, yeah, you told me about this. But they lost it in shipping, and it's out of print. And so he's not going to be able to get it unless they, yeah. Yeah, that really sucks, because that's a great thing to read, the Jack Kirby. Poor Crypto, if that was Crypto. It seems like it was Crypto. Let's show Crypto again, because why not? Here you go. Poor Crypto.
Looks like he's hot from that suit.
I know. And his tongue is like, oh. All right, you're up. Let me get rid of this.
Okay, this is some of the books I got for $1. Got this Archie with Dan DiCarlo cover with the pretty girl. Jughead's like, are you trying to line up a putt or a date?
Wow. Look at Jughead's outfit. He needs to go home in shame for that outfit.
Pretty typical. That's his golfing togs.
Mm.
The inside of this is let's see, where's the splash? It's Dan DiCarlo Jr. art, I think.
Wow. I see. I don't know the legacy of that. Like, so he draws exactly like his dad. Like, they have to keep it a house style.
Not exactly like him, but similar.
I couldn't even tell that was a Dan DiCarlo cover. They all kind of look the same.
Yeah. And this is a Dan DiCarlo Pep swimsuit cover. For some reason, people are charging big prices for them. It's because of that Betty number 8, which has got like a real sexy cover on it. And it started, commanding huge prices. And now anything that's got a swimsuit cover, people are asking $10, $15 for.
Ridiculous. I know, and they're all like $1 before, and so I hate that.
And this is A Life with Archie. This is a title I don't usually care too much for, but it's got a UFO on the cover.
That is cool. Yeah, so, that's really cool.
I forget who draws this. I don't know if that's Sam Schwartz or who that is.
Oh, look at the devil up there. Devil's Triangle.
Free Karate.
That's pretty cool. Free Karate. No, they did. And
besides Archie's, I got some Uncle Scrooge's, which I just shipped off a big stack of Uncle Scrooge's to you today. So you should get that next week. I was sure that you didn't have, which I was glad. This has got a nice Carl Barks story in it. And Carl Barks cover with the black cover. I like that.
It's pretty.
And Magique Dispel was in both of these issues, and she's a badass.
I call her Magica. Magica. I don't know how to pronounce that. Magica.
Is that 5? Yeah, I think that's 5.
Was that 5? All right. Let's see. They should have had the Tops Martians attack Archie's crew. You know, Dynamite does a lot of those crossovers, and they if they get the rights to it, they'll do it. Now that is a crossover. All right. Well, speaking of crossovers, now I'm up. Okay. You like my joke? All right. Here's another. I got 2 more go-go checks right here. So this is a giant page, Superboy number 129. And it's got the go-go checks there, and you got all these different stories. It's a chunker. Look at that. It's really thick. So they must be all reprints. And then here's the splash page. You got to be so careful because this cover could so easily come off. So that looks like Mon-El. Next, another go-go check one, and I guess Superboy and Crypto. Now Crypto is not overly dressed in this one, thank goodness. So I guess they're stuck in the Phantom Zone.
He goes naked in the Phantom Zone.
I guess. And look at this. That splash page is cool. Puts you right in. I love how the splash page has like action from the story sometimes, and then they just go right to the beginning. So I do like that about a lot of these comics. Here's Superboy 117. And Superboy and the 5 Legion Traitors. And this has a white cover, which needs to be cleaned, and it's got a date stamp on it.
I like date stamps.
I don't particularly like them. No. 1964. Secret of Camp Storm King. So there's he's changing mid-flight. Okay, this one is a sad book. So it was all taped up, and look at this. Look, here's a piece of tape just fell off of it, like right here. Like this book is just sad, and you can tell where they taped it up, but the tape came off, and it's like all split. But
this is the mind-reading monster. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't something you could just throw away. It's too neat. I mean, look at that.
Someone loved that to death, man.
Yeah, I mean, here's another piece of tape. It just fell off. And then, I mean, here, let me show you the splash page. There's a big piece of tape. Let's get rid of this tape. It's got to come off too. Oh yeah, I pulled that one off too. So here we go. Here's the splash page. Super Brat is getting up to some business there. Oh look, there's little Lana, and Pete Ross, and even Lex Luthor with hair. This kid doesn't get a name. This one. So let me go ahead. Oh, look at the back. That's pretty cool. And then let me go ahead and put the cover back on. Okay, and then the last one that I'm showing right now is number 101. This one needs a press. I was before the show. I was looking up different cold and heat presses. I don't know. I think I need to invest in one because I have so many old comics that I think a nice press would just make them look a little bit better. And this, for example, this one I think would. It's got
a really nice copy of that one. I think I paid $10 for it at the flea market. But it's such a cool book.
The Valhalla of Super Champions. Oh, look, he's getting crowned.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna address the comments, but you are up. Stevie D. Hey, Stevie.
Hey, Stevie D.
I had to beat Daisy BB. I bet you shot your eye out. Oh no. I only have like 10 left.
Okay, well, I've got a Beagle Boy. I wasn't really a big collector of Disney's, but he had a big long run of these Beagle Boys, and I just kind of like the covers.
Yeah, that was the monkey. What is it?
Yeah, the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Yeah,
they broke into the little kids' piggy bank. Wasn't me. It's always 176. He's a scamp.
Wow.
And here they're taking a picture.
He got him to smile because of the bag of money. Waving. That's cute.
I read a few of these Beagle Boys. They're actually fairly decent stories.
Mm.
And I got some Richie Rich Vault of Mystery.
Capture Richie.
Capture Richie.
Vaults of Mystery. I think I have a couple of those too.
These are pretty cool. There's like they always go after him and his father and try to some kind of an evil scheme to get their money. But they have so much money that good luck.
Oh, that's another one.
Vaults of Mystery.
Those have cool covers. That's really neat.
Yeah. He had all these Richie Riches, all the billions and zillions and diamonds and gems and
yeah.
But I picked out the Vault of Mysteries. I thought those were cool. And I got one more Harvey here. Richie Rich and Casper and Wendy, the Good Little Witch in the National League.
Wow. They're playing baseball. That's cool. Neat.
So I thought that was cool for $1.
Definitely worth $1. I mean, come on. Donald wants to know if you ever found any other issues of Dolphin.
No, there was just that one.
And
just one issue. She had like a couple of appearances in other stories, but I'm not really sure which ones they were.
Yeah. So Vaults of Mystery is probably like a kind of mystery horror title, but for children.
Yeah, it's like funny horror, Harvey style. Hey, Terrence.
And well, I can't get this on the show. Okay, there it goes. Rich dies in every issue in the horror. All right. So the next one I have is I gotta slide myself over. I have a 12-cent Donald Duck. Now I don't know. This looks familiar. I'm not sure if you just sent me this one. I'm not sure, but anyways, it's a cool cover nonetheless. I remember you sending me one with like a ship or a spaceship on it. So I might get another copy of this. I'm not sure. This is the Incredible Golden Iceberg. No, I think the one that you sent me has some kind of space theme. And this one is from 1965. And here we have not really a splash page. They go like right into it. Here is another gold key with a painted cover. And this is Pawn of the Witch Doctor, Korak, son of Tarzan.
I love those Koraks.
Yeah, look at these. I'm going to let you see the art a little bit up close because I love this stuff. Of course, when you open up the issue, it just isn't as nice. I mean, it's actually not bad. I mean,
it's Russ Manning. I love it.
He's in his Speedos. Look at him. Oh, is it? So I got a good one because this art is actually not bad. I'm like, he is running around all over the place in his little Speedos. That's awesome. Okay, so this was a 15 center, and it's from November 1970. It's number 38. I don't think I have any of these in the lower numbers. Here is, I got a couple more Jimmy to show. So this is number 111. I don't know if this is, I think this is Neil Adams. You could tell from the crowd. So, I mean, I think this is a Neil Adams cover. Yeah. So this is number 111. And Elastic Lad wrestles the ugly Superman. And poor ugly Superman. All right, and here's the splash page for you. When was it? Dang. Batman got bonked on the head. Bonk. That's awesome. So this one is from I can't tell the date. Sometimes the dates are hard to find. This one I didn't take out of the bag because it's in a really nice bag and it looks like a really nice copy, so I didn't bother to take it out. So this is, I think, the nicest one in the lot. All the other bags, the reason I took them out is because these bags were just gross. I mean, I had to take them out. They were like, yeah, they were all yellowed and nasty. But this one was in a decent bag. So here we have Super Baby is Daddy, this bad man scare me. Like he's like beating on the he's beating on Jimmy. Like if he
Jimmy.
actually did that to Jimmy, wouldn't he like die instantly? Like one punch and it would like go through his chest. And even Crypto is after him. Oh, maybe they're on Krypton, and so they're not super powered because that looks like the parents.
It's Jor-El and Laura.
Yeah, so maybe not. Who knows what's going on there?
I guess it must be on Krypton.
Yeah, they're on I'll Be Your Pal When You Grow Up to Be Superman. I've come from the future to save your world. Put my son down or Crypto will bite you. Pretty fun. Okay, so this is a really good one. I have this one, but I think my copy's really bad, so I grabbed it when I saw it. And then this is where Jimmy is marrying an ape. He's being forced. I don't know. There's something all wrong about this cover. Like, I'm sure this is one of those ones that you're just not supposed to have. This is number 98. Sorry, Jimmy, but a local witch doctor and I now pronounce you man and wife. I don't want to marry a female King Kong. So this is from December of 1966. So I don't know. That's pretty fun.
Checkerboard.
I think that was 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Let's check some of the comments, and then I'll slide you over. Wait, where was it? Cool Korak, thank you. Hi, Jeff, Stevie D. If you go to Africa, all you need is Speedos. I think you get sunburnt. Plus all the bites. Speedos and killer muscles. Yeah, I don't have either. Hey, Terrence. So Sleepy saying hi. David, were these all from your Whatnot Shame Halls? This is from the most recent one. I went into a room, and this guy had all of these Superboys. He's like, I already ran them, and nobody wanted them. I'm like, run them again. Keep running them. And I bought them all the ones that I didn't have. So, I mean, people... anyways, I won't go off on Whatnot. You can see our show tomorrow, but Whatnot is very strange. All right, let me slide you over.
I've never gone on Whatnot because I'm afraid of what would happen.
Yeah,
I have a hard enough time resisting the comic shops. But I'm going to change pace here a little bit. I try to get 1 or 2 Golden Age every month. And so I've gotten 5 already this year, so I'm going to show them off. This is a Big Shot number 80 with a Booty Rogers cover of a sea serpent.
Yeah, you were talking about Booty Rogers, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
He's a Texas cartoonist, and he started working in some of the very earliest comic books in like 1936, 37. He was in some of the earliest comic books.
I see a little bit of racism on that cover.
Yeah. Oh, did you notice?
Yes, I did.
And this is a Dan Barry cover, Airboy.
Yeah.
Badass.
Look at how beautiful that one is. That's really, really good.
Guy didn't want to sell me this one. I had to really hammer him, but I finally got it. Good
for you. Yeah, that's a beautiful book.
And this one, I couldn't believe I got this one for $15. It's Jungle Comics number 115, I think. But the cover's not that impressive, but it's got an 8-page Matt Baker story in it.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jungle Comics.
And I also got this Buzz Sawyer off of eBay, which is disappointing. It's got kind of a good girl cover. It's not Roy Crane, but it emulates Roy Crane pretty well. But when I got it, it's really brittle, and as soon as I opened it, this little flick came off of the cover. I was really
that is sad. You can't tell them, right? You just can't.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful, even with the chip. I mean, yeah.
And then I got this one more from 1953, Mystery in Space number 14.
Ooh,
and this is so cool. It's got an Alex Toth story and Gil Kane story in it.
It's beautiful. The cover is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's Murphy Anderson.
They're gonna get hit by a rock. What is that?
Pull us up.
You better hurry too.
Got that one for $10.
Beautiful. No gorilla wedding for Jungle Comics. That's the danger of ordering secondhand online. Yep, it's the truth. You don't know what you're gonna get. Even in Whatnot, like I get some, you can't tell because of the lighting that they have, and they come back and you can see water damage. But it's happened more than just Whatnot. Like if I order from auction sites, you just sometimes you can't tell. Even with the pictures that they give, you can't see everything. All right, so this is my last group of 5, and they're all Jimmys. I got a lot of Jimmy Olsen's to read. Okay, so here's some more go-go checks. So here is look out world. Here comes Atlas Olsen, and he's just whomping on everybody. And that is number 96. And ooh, look at this. This is a weird splash page.
Wow, psychedelic.
Yeah, weird. It's got 4 arms.
The prize is a planet.
The prize is a planet. Wow. So here's number 95. It's one of those compilation issues, 80-page giant. So you're going to get all these reprint stories in it. So yeah, look at Jimmy. Look at, he's a Texas millionaire. Oh, this one is hilarious. I really wanted this when they put it up. I thought someone would bid on it because of that. Jimmy is
and drag.
I was like, God, someone's going to bid on it just for that because it's got something, kind of weird and strange. And I was just like, oh, that might make it worth more money. So I was so glad I got this. But yeah, Jimmy's in his little dress up phase. Here's the boy from Mars. So he's a mobster's mall. I definitely have to read that one soon. Here is number 93. This is Jimmy Olsen as the Batman Superman of Earth X. So he's got an amalgam costume, if that's what you call it. Look, everyone's cheering over here. They're flying on these rings. Look at his costume. Kind of interesting, actually. So this one is, I don't see the year. It's hard to find it. But here's the splash page. So Clark Kent is Jimmy Olsen in this one, and he's calling on the Superman Batman. Oh, look, there's the
ZZZ.
Yeah, that's the signal to call him.
Can't tell if he's snoring or if he's got the watch on.
Here's number 90, the brainwashing of Big Jimmy. Look at, I guess, look at him. He's become like a big, oh no, there he is. I don't know what's going on this. Something weird is always happening. And then, oh. This is weird. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord, look at Superman on the ground. He's all smashed up. All right, and this is my last one, number 89. It's a 12 center, and Olsen's Super Survival Kit, and they've got like everything. It's all numbered and what he needs to survive. Yeah,
I always love those covers.
Fun stuff. Oh, this one doesn't really have a splash page, but it's got panels on it. There you have it.
That totem pole.
Yeah. All right, that was my last one. Let's see.
One.
Cross dress.
I got a few Tarletons.
Let's see. Let me read this. Cross-dressing Jimmy Olsen was not on my comic stream bingo card. Yeah, pretty cool. Zoophilia, feeding fetish that Jimmy takes BDSM to a whole new level. Sorry, I was reading the comments.
That's all right. Go ahead and read the comments.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. This is Partridge Family number 3. John Sherwood art.
Oh, I think I love you. That's awesome.
ABC's newest hit. And I got this Fighting Army with the badass Tom Sutton cover. And it's got a Demetrios story in it. I was really glad to get this one for $1.
That's really cool.
So cool.
Wait, is that guy? Wait, show that guy's face. Is he on fire or something?
Yeah, well, he's the
Face
plane's
missing.
on fire and he's standing in front of it. It's Tom Sutton.
Yeah, his face
There's-
looks. It's hard to see his face. Like, looks like it's eaten away.
And I got this 4-star Battle Tales. You see that cover? It's kind of like not quite painted, but it's kind of an interesting cover.
It's beautiful.
And inside, it's got stories by Bernard Craigstein. He's one of my favorite artists.
Soldier's Luck.
And there's also Russ Heath, the Russ Heath Frogman story. 3 Frogmen. Oh, no, it's Mort Drucker. Sorry.
Wow. That, yeah, you can see that's really nice art in the square, the opening square. It's really pretty.
Yeah, Mort Drucker was quite an artist.
Sleepy wants to know if the Partridge Family comics are actually readable. It's hit and miss with Charlton.
They're all right. Yeah, the artwork is pretty good by Don Sherwood, and the stories are, about what you'd expect from a Charlton. I read them sometimes, and they're not thrilling, but they're okay. I had to get this one, The Funky Phantom, Montezuma's Ghost of Montezuma.
Oh yeah, I believe I have that one. That's fun.
He's not very funky looking, but
right.
He's a Phantom. And one more. I've got Twilight Zone. Not sure what number. It's got an awesome caveman cover.
Yeah.
The girl's like, oh no, he's beating up my husband. What am I going to do?
And there's a volcano in the background. That's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. So, Temper Roboto has an interesting question. With all the comics you keep from buying duplicates, I have a system. I don't know about you, but you tell yours. What is your system for not buying duplicates?
I've got CLZ, but mostly I can tell if if I recognize the cover. I don't have like a huge endless amount of comics. I can't remember what I just counted up the boxes. I can't remember what it was, 25, 30 short boxes.
Still quite a bit. I also use CLZ, and I quickly look them up. Like when I'm bidding, it sometimes is really fast. You get 10 seconds. So I'm like scrolling through, looking, and then putting a bid. But sometimes it's difficult. And
I think according to CLZ, I've got like 6,000 comics. So that's not so many.
Ew, I probably have way more. Those gold keys. Yeah, they do. The painted covers are beautiful.
Ooh, I did get this.
Uh-oh. We got a battle going on. Tisk Tisk, they were my favorite. Childhood fave, Jeff. Theirs was the first album I ever owned. Yeah, I mean, it's childhood nostalgia. I mean, I loved H.R. Puffin stuff and Dr. Shrinker, and I bet if I watched them now, they'd be really bad. But there's the nostalgia there, right? Electro Woman and Dyna Girl. I mean, that was ridiculous. But I remember them all as a kid, and it's just like so cool. Hey, the Partridge Family music is pretty good. Sleepy and Susan Day was a cheating customer. You're backpedaling now, Jeff. Okay, we got it. Sorry, go ahead.
I was glad to get this comic for $1.50. Scooby Doo. Look at that superhero comic. The comic book hero.
Mark of the Scarab. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I have that one, and someone drew through the letters, like they outlined the letters.
This is like beautiful condition. I was glad to get that. I didn't have, I wanted a gold key super Scooby Doo for my collection, and I saw that one I was like, my eyes got real big. All right, I get this one.
Was that your last?
I got one more.
Oh, okay.
Hippie Pat gave me this. When I bought that last big stack of comics, and he gave me this Batman 123.
That's nice.
I mean, it's like maybe a 1.5. It's got tape on the spine, but it's got Dick Sprang Joker cover story in it.
Wow,
pretty cool.
Yep, 10-cent Batman. And what number is it?
123.
That's early.
Yeah, 1959.
Wow, that is really early. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good one to end on, right?
Didn't you get a bunch of Mads?
I didn't bring them because you were kind of like, well, we're only gonna have an hour, so I didn't even go out in the garage and get them. So sorry, I didn't bring them.
Well, I thought we were going to talk more, and we didn't really talk at all. We just dived in, throwing
Comics up.
books up.
Well, we got some time now. Say what you need to say, Donald. Here, let me go ahead and do this. We could talk about anything. Like I'm doing a show tomorrow about Whatnot. So
well, you were showing your Whatnot things, and I was looking at the books you got, and I was thinking, man, those are kind of, I don't know, some of them kind of water stained and beat up, and I was like, man, I could sell you some better comics than that.
Yeah.
So I contacted you, and I bought this big stack of Uncle Scrooge's that were really cool, and I just said, do you want them? And you said, yeah. So
yep,
I gave them to you for a pretty good price. So you got a big box coming to you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because there's also some horror comics in there. I'm really looking forward to that because this month I am definitely going to try not to get on Whatnot at all, and I'm not going to try. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my monthly purchase from DCBS. I have to do that, but I'm going to try to keep it low, right, $150 to $200. But yeah, I've got to rein it in because with all these things, they add up, right? And by the end of the month, when when the bill comes, you're just like, oh God, how much did I spend? Right? I've got to, it's time to pay the piper. So yeah, I'm going to try to rein it in this month, but I don't mind, when you offered to sell me some comics, they were good ones, especially I really like the horror ones. And so I'm looking forward to getting some more of those.
Yeah. And I took the money that you gave me for those and I bought some cool books. Like I got this book.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's a highly, highly sought after book.
$25.
And I think you got a really good deal on it. So Temporal Botto, you should definitely watch my stream tomorrow. So there's a big plug. I'm going to be on at 3:00, right? It's during the Super Bowl, and that's on purpose. Scott from No Solution, he buys a lot of skin mags, unfortunately, but he goes on to Whatnot all the time, and so do I, and we're just kind of addicted. So Whatnot is an app where you open it up, and there are sellers, and you enter like little rooms, and the people are on there, and they're showing things, and the people, you bid on them, and you have to pay shipping, and then whoever bids and wins gets that item. And so the seller can set up the amount of time. It could be 10 seconds. It could be 3 minutes. Sometimes, a seller needs to go to the bathroom. So they'll throw up a big book or something, and then they'll let it run for 3 minutes. But whoever bids and wins, the thing is it's so difficult to keep track because once you start bidding, you have to say, well, I've got to make it worth the shipping because once you buy one book, you want to buy more because you get the free shipping. And it just starts adding up. But you can find some amazing deals. So we're going to be talking all about that tomorrow if you want to join that. Oh my gosh, we're getting a lot of comments. Let's see what they're saying. So Donald and David, that's us. What new editions, reprints, epic collections, or omnis are you guys excited about picking up this year? That's a difficult topic. I buy any of the epics, almost all of them. And I love the DC Finest, so I buy most of those. I'm also looking forward to any of the older books that are put on reprint. I really like this Atlas series that's been coming out, so I love that one. And I ordered a horror comic that is an Image horror. It's an anthology, and I forget what it's called. And I found out about it from oh gosh, who did I find out about it? I found out from it from a YouTuber, and I've been waiting for it to come out. So that's what I'm really looking forward to, that horror anthology. But it's a modern one. What about you, Donald? Are you looking forward?
I'm strictly a periodicals guy. I really like those. Although I was in the shop the other day and I noticed this Omni of Dark Phoenix by Rich Tommaso. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but I really like his work. And it's like $100 book, but it's beautiful. I really love his stuff.
Dark Phoenix, the X-Men?
No, it's indie. It's an indie title that he
Oh,
does.
I don't know that one.
And it's
Oh,
like,
that's
yeah, the individual issues are like $20, and I've only got maybe one in my collection because I'm too cheap to spend $20 on them. Except
yeah.
Golden Age, like I'll spring, 15, 20, $40 for a Golden Age book just because, they're old. And you can get Golden Age stuff for surprisingly cheap if you shop around.
Yeah.
And you don't mind lower grades. So I don't mind a 2 that presents well. It's
I got
fine
most of
for
my
me.
Golden Age for $1 or $2.
No.
It's shocking. Yeah, I got a lot of Golden Age books for a couple bucks. It's crazy. Yeah. Sleepy wants to know how often you cull your collection.
I try to not get stuff I don't like. I go through. I just went and I sorted out all my boxes. I had 7 boxes that were just 7 short boxes that were just kind of miscellaneous stuff. And so I pulled them out and sorted them, and I ended up with 2 boxes of just series that I had bought new in the last few years. So I'm thinking about getting rid of those because I don't think I'll go back and read them again. There's some good stuff like Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I thought I might read that again, but probably won't. And those go for pretty good money sometimes. So
yeah.
So I try to cull it out. I try to keep it down to like 25 short boxes, but I've gotten up to like maybe more than that. They're kind of
Icky fingers. That's me. Bye. I'm surprised that Whatnot sellers wouldn't tell you if you were buying a book that's water damaged. What happens is they usually have a box and they just put one comic up after the other. And some sellers are very conscientious of that, but others, they're just getting rid of what they have. And sometimes you can't see it. And sometimes you like have 10 seconds to look at the book and make your purchase. However, if it's a big name book, they will open the book. They will show it page by page. They will do all of that. And so it's not like they're actively trying to cheat you. It really depends on the room. So for example, if you're buying comics for $1 and $2, they're not going to be like, oh, this one might be water damaged. Like they're just going through them. And so, I mean, like if they got a stack of Superboys like this and they're going through them, those are old comics and, there's going to be some of them that are damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. $25 for that Eclipse book. I have a lot of Dave Stevens stuff that I paid next to nothing for. Maybe it's time to dig those out. He's a huge seller right now. Dave Stevens.
Yeah, his stuff. Well, he's on the downslide now. His stuff got super hot during the pandemic and the last couple of years. It's starting to come back down now. But I was happy to get that one for $25.
I thought that was a $50 book actually when you showed it to me. And
well, they do. There are people asking that.
Yeah. So his covers, they have been but Donald would know better. I guess they're going down, but he gets good money for his books. I mean, he
just some of them, like the Planet Comics #1. You never see that one for less than a couple $100, and that's with the babes on that rocket ship.
Yeah,
and that DNA Agents #23, I think, with the sexy girl. That one's always like about $80. But they all shot up. They all shot up big time. But now some of them are coming back down to reality.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, whenever I gauge from what I see in the Whatnot rooms, and the chatter, and whenever a Dave Stevens cover goes up, everybody just starts bidding. It's like a frenzy, and so I don't even try. Yeah. I just bought the Dark Phoenix hardback yesterday. Ooh, look at Sleepy. He got that book.
That's such a beautiful book.
You're gonna have to show it off in a vid, Sleepy.
Yeah.
He's probably hot because of the babes. Like everybody's into the the babes.
He got hot when that documentary came out, and and everyone, everyone saw that, and their eyes got real big, and oh, that's really good, and so people just wanted them, and
Yeah.
the prices just shot up. But that was what I traced the boom to, that documentary. If you
Yeah,
haven't seen it, it's pretty interesting.
I forgot about that. How many comic book single issues do you read every week, Donald? You actually read a lot. You read a lot of comics.
I mostly look at the pictures, to be honest, but I'll look at, on an average week, maybe 4 or 5 a day. So, maybe 30 a week, maybe more sometimes. If I get a big stack, I'll just flip through them, and every once in a while I'll get sucked into reading them. But I've read so many comics in my life that you rarely find something that really engages you. I was never into science fiction. I read Edgar Rice Burroughs and Robert E. Howard and Isaac Asimov and Robert Heinlein when I was a kid, but it's just never really, as I got older, I was just more comic books. It was more selling them than reading them, really, for many years. And then I kind of sold everything I had, and then I started collecting again, and I was just more interested in, like, I got into Charlton romance, and so I read a lot of those. Sometimes the stories are pretty darn good. You can be surprised compared to DC's and Marvel's. The stories are a lot better in Charlton. That guy Joe Gill, he was quite a writer.
I enjoy so like I said, I've been reading one Marvel, one DC, one Charlton, and I read them together, and they're all horror. And I'm surprised at how well the Charlton hold up. They're really good.
Joe Gill's
yeah,
he's an interesting character. He worked at Charlton for, his whole career, I think, and he was sat there in the office in Connecticut and typed out stories, $5 a page, and he just wrote, like, 75% of their output, I think. It's just amazing.
So, Sleepy, when did you actually buy that Planet for $1? Probably when it came out, right?
Oh yeah, it was a dollar book for a long time, but now it's since that documentary, it just shot up.
And Terrence said that he slabbed it and sold it during the pandemic. If you had waited a little bit, you would have gotten a lot more. Right? I think the documentary came out. I don't know when it came out.
It was during the pandemic, I think, when it came out.
Oh, well then
How much did you get for it, Terrence?
Do you remember how much you got?
So, not to put you on the spot.
Well, and we're just waiting for someone in the chat. He said he's not active. He's like in and out. He wrote that earlier. He found it in the cheap bins a few years before the pandemic. So that was smart. Now take it out. You could sell it for $50. You could pay for your Dark Phoenix.
I pulled them out of dollar bins for years, but I sold them for $5 or $10. I never really cashed in big on them. But, you make 10 times your money. That's pretty good for me as far as I'm concerned.
So he said he doesn't remember exactly, but he got a couple hundred, most likely. And also you got to pay for the slabbing and all that.
No.
That's something I've never done. I've never slabbed a comic. I have a bunch of slabs, but I don't slab them myself.
I've never owned a slab. I don't know. I want to look inside them. Darn it.
Yeah, I get that. All right. Would you like to add anything? Want to talk about anything that's upcoming on your channel?
Well, coming to you, I don't know. I'll probably do some flip throughs on some of this stuff, but I haven't got anything. Some of these romance comics look pretty interesting, so I'll probably do a romance read through here pretty soon. But other than that, I don't really know anything.
Yeah, I did that video yesterday. Like, it's a 3.5-minute video, and it actually took me 2 hours to edit. So, with YouTube, it's very strange because when I just sit in front like of a camera and I just talk, I get way more views, and it's like no time goes into it, right? I mean, I do prepare before and I look things up, but when I spend a lot of time and edit a video like that, and then you don't get many views, it's kind of like, oh, should I do that?
I think people AI and they just go right by it.
Yeah, it's a real like, for me, I enjoy doing it so much, but then I think, well, I mean, 2 hours I could have been reading, or I could have been watching a movie or doing something else. So is it worth the time that you put into it? But the reason I went ahead and did it is because it was I was testing out a new platform, and I just wanted to see what it could do. And now I know what it can do. And so if I do it again or not, I mean, it's fine, but at least I learned something new. And so I was happy to put the time into it.
I think a lot of people like your personality, David. And that's why they watch your videos. Like me, I don't have much of a personality in my videos. I just use the overhead camera and show them off.
But you got, not that you don't have personality, but you have got so much knowledge. And I think that's so important, because I just, hey, look at this. And you're like, oh, that's Russ Manning and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And if I get 30 views on a video, I think it's a resounding success, 7 comments. All right.
Jeff is saying, thanks, guys.
Good. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for everybody that came. Sleepy, Terrence, everybody. Glad to see you.
Yeah, the people for the outside.
Hello, you still there?
Yeah. I think a lot of people are going over to that other stream, which is I think that's a really interesting topic, and there's a bunch of good people on it. So you should go over to Big Nasty's channel and join in on that roundtable discussion. I give good fireside chat. Nothing wrong with your approach either, Donald. You got to make videos because you enjoy making videos. It's true. Yep. It is true. But honestly, there is a psychological factor. If you put a lot of heart into something and nobody watches it, it is kind of a downer. So I understand exactly what you're saying, but there's a psychology to it. I mean, we shouldn't let YouTube determine whether we're happy or not. But when you do put a lot of effort into it and people ignore it, you're kind of like, oh, that sucks. They just want me to sit and talk. We need to crowdfund Donald a video person. AI can do it. Thank you, Chadwick.
Yeah, you can crowdfund me some better comics, and I'll have more things to talk about. Yeah,
that's true. And don't forget, I'm also doing a live stream tomorrow about with Scott, No Solution, about whatnot, and we're going to get into the how it works and the psychology of it and what goes on in some of the rooms. I think it's going to be interesting. I don't think you lack personality. You're clearly showcasing your taste. I don't think you lack personality.
Thanks, Paul.
I mean,
well, compared to David, I mean,
I'm just bouncy and bubbly. All right. So, I have some coffee. Would you like to say any final comments?
Well, we've gone over an hour, and I thought that's plenty for me. That's plenty of Don and David for most people, I think. And I'm really happy that we had so many people on. So, yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, that's true. So I want to thank everybody who showed up, and hopefully if you're watching this in a rewind, you'll leave a comment, because I always appreciate that. And I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Donald, of course, please stick around. We can chat a little bit